Hi everyone and welcome to the Possible podcast. Today we are going to talk about FIMI in Taiwan. This is the additional series, additional to our live recording that we had previously. And today we are talking with Chiayo Kuo. Chiayo, hi and welcome to the
Hi.
podcast.
Hi,
And
Andrew. Hello, everyone.
let's start maybe from introducing yourself, your experience, and then we'll go to the questions.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Chiayo from Taiwan Digital Diplomacy Association, and I'm currently serving in the Whole of Society Resilience Committee of Taiwan's Presidential Office, and I'm also the board member of Taiwan's radio station. So my profession is liaising the international promotions and international communication. And in the recent years, our associations focus more on the digital resilience, which includes cybersecurity and also disinformation. So I'm very happy that Andrew invited me to join today's podcast, and I hope that the experience from Taiwan can give you guys some insights, and maybe we can find some common solution together. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy to have you here. And the first question would be, what does FIMI from PRC look like right now in Taiwan? How have it changed over the years?
Yeah, I would say the propaganda from PRC is more and more obvious in Taiwan society. Like 6 years ago, we have conducted research on Facebook, and there were around 800 Facebook groups are spreading similar information in favor of China back to the time. But now Taiwan's situation is much more serious. According to our national security institutions, there are more than like 500,000 social media posts increased every year. So about China's propaganda. So I think the situation changed quite rapidly. And the disinformation or the propaganda of China in Taiwan, usually it would not directly talk about China itself. It will support the pro-China party, because in Taiwan we have pro-China political parties and pro-Taiwan political party, and the propaganda from China usually will support the pro-China political party and their policy. So people sometimes in Taiwan, it's very difficult to distinguish if it is propaganda from China, or is it a disinformation from China, or it is from Taiwan, from the internal, because to be honest, we don't have direct evidence to say that this kind of propaganda is from China. But in the long-term observations, people would find out some common places or some clues that what our policy are in favor for. So in Taiwan, I think in recent years, because they are more pro-China political party in our parliament. They are our parliament members, and every time when they are launching a new policy, you can see there are like different debates on social media. In the past, in the Taiwan society in the past, usually this kind of policy debate it was more balanced, and it's not so against each other. But in recent years, you can see that people have different political ideas. They started to hate each other more and more, because the extreme environment of this kind of information environment is become more and more extreme. So people like start to stay in their circle, and they don't like to talk about politics with each other who have different political ideas. So we see the situation are quite different now.
And talking about the narratives, what would be the main narratives that are spread by PRC in Taiwan? Like maybe key 5 narratives that are targeting the society.
Yes, the narratives from PRC, like first they would attack our central government and saying that all the companies who have received the government funding are corruptions. even they go through the like legal process to get government projects. They will start to attack the central government and saying that they only give the projects to their friends or family, which is not true. And the second, the we can see there are more and more like videos, AI videos in Taiwan. They also attack the supporters of the Pro Taiwan party, because people like you can see that they start to create like fake stories or some scandals of our like the like pro Taiwan for Taiwan supporters, and also they have created many scandals of our politicians who is not pro China. For example, they will create fake audio and to say this politician might have an affairs with other women outside of his marriage. For PRC's narratives, you can see that they are trying to create negative image of people who are against them. For example, they create scandals for the pro-Taiwan party politicians. They would say, oh, this politician has an affair with other women outside of his marriage. Or maybe they would say, oh, this politician have a secret son, or their family has actually a lot of assets, which is not true, but they would use AI to generate fake reports, fake audio records, and even fake video sometimes. So this is the attack to the central government or the politicians, because in Taiwan society, people cares a lot about politicians' personal life. So this is the narratives that the PRC government they focus on. And the second, the PRC government also have created a lot of videos to attack the supporters of the pro-Taiwan political party, the pro-Taiwan party supporters. So you can see there are many AI videos are sharing fake stories about like how impolite or like how ignorant or how arrogant are those pro-Taiwan supporters. Those are just fake stories. And also the third, the PRC, we also see that we create some bad image about the Taiwan society in general. It didn't just focus on the pro-Taiwan party or the supporters. It create like people's negative feelings to the society. For example, you can see like fake videos saying that the students didn't help someone who had car accidents, which is not true, because the whole video, the student helped the car accident, the wanted person in the end, but they cut the video and say, oh, the student just want to check her car and she didn't help the one who get car accident. So PRC also trying to create confusions and conflicts in the society. This is I think this is a very horrible thing, because Taiwan society, we are known that people like to help each other, but people start to distrust each other because of the disinformation right now.
Yeah, and talking about this fakes and AI generated content, what do you think about the quality of it? Is it good quality, or is it a bad quality and just large scale?
I think the quality is not good. I mean, if anyone with basic knowledge about AI, you can see that's AI video. But for people maybe like older people or maybe people who doesn't have very high education levels, probably it looks very real for them. And those AI videos, they even have YouTube channels, and they all got more than 500,000 followers on YouTube. They got a lot of followers because the AI videos sometimes they just it's not necessary for them just talk about something in favor of China. They also talk about something to support Taiwan, and we don't know what are their purpose. Maybe they are trying to collect the accounts, the social media accounts who are like supporting Taiwan independence or who are against China. So sometimes the AI video, you can see, oh, there's another like a famous fake stories in Taiwan that there's a Taiwanese girl who participate in international competition, and she was like oppressed by China, but she still stood on the stage and say, "Oh, I'm Taiwanese," blah blah blah. So this kind of story attract a lot of Taiwanese to watch it. And obviously, because I read about the comments, obviously there are many people they don't know it's an AI video. And sometimes I think people right now are more and more used to that. Some videos would use AI generated video to explain the story. So probably people will think, oh, they are talking about a real story, just they use the AI image to explain it. So people are not really they are not really be able to distinguish if it is a real story or not. But people trust each other so much. So at the first sight, people will say, "Oh, it's a real story," but we see there are more and more like YouTube channels are creating this kind of narratives, and maybe they are trying to shame the Taiwan supporters because there are also some comments they are attacking those people who are like who likes the video and saying that don't you see it's a fake video, like you who support the pro-Taiwan parties are all idiots. So they have different kind of strategies in Taiwan right now. And I also see the strategy from PRC. They become more and more localized. Maybe you can react to like your next questions or other questions, because I would like to share more about the localized strategies of PRC. Yeah.
And what these localized strategies look like? So basically, how does
Yeah.
it look right now?
The localized strategy from PRC, they are cooperating with some of the PR companies in Taiwan, and with very cheap price. The PR companies, they will spreading like in like pro-China narratives, and also they will leave comments very quickly under like every post which is against China. For example, we have found that like one PR company, they can just receive um, around 3,000 US dollars, and they can help the PRC company to take down those Facebook accounts who are against China. And there are more and more Facebook accounts are forbidden by Meta, because China also pay Meta a lot of advertisement fee to ban those social media posts who is not friendly to China. So we have many YouTubers or even publishers, their Facebook account are banned. It just happened recent months. And the other localized strategy is that, again, the PRC company, they would cooperate with our PR companies, and they will create a lot of like chatting groups, and they will attract local people to join the chatting groups in different cities or different districts. So like if you live in an area, usually you can find a Facebook group, and they will say, "Oh, this is the Facebook group for people who live in this area." But like usually they usually shares about some like jokes or daily life, something unimportant. But when the elections coming, it will suddenly turns into political groups and tell you who you should vote. And in the chatting groups also, it's very scary because there are thousands of the like private chatting group you cannot even track. So those chatting groups, they will spread you political information every day. And for NGO workers like us, it's very difficult to get into those kind of local groups or know what is happening right there. We can only know about the information from our friends, family, or some like local people who are suspicious about this kind of chatting groups. They will tell us about the situations. But I would say the most like scary strategy from China is that they have local partners. especially local PR companies are helping them a lot to spread the information they want. And also the pro-China party politicians, they also have many chatting groups on their hands. For example, one of the mayor in Taiwan, she has 5,000 chatting groups. If she wants to spread information, it's very easy for her to just reach out to local people. So for the pro-China party and the pro-Taiwan party, I would say they have unbalanced promotion resources, because we believe PRC is at the back of the pro-China party. Yeah.
It's very interesting how it actually works. And are there any kind of measures that are being taken against those local campaigns or national-wide campaigns, like maybe legislation or some kind of NGO support from where NGOs support government in fighting this? Or is there anything else there?
I mean, so far, unfortunately, our government don't have any legal measures to fight against this kind of coordinators with PRC with PRC narratives, because in Taiwan, everyone has the freedom to criticize the government. So as the context of this social media posts or those informations are not threatened, like personal security, or are not going to illegal discussions, usually it's legal. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no a legal process or a legal measures for this kind of localized chatting groups or social media post, which is in favor of China. Firstly, because there is no direct evidence to prove that this kind of Facebook groups or local groups are directly connected to China. So we are very difficult to track the source or who are supporting this kind of group financially. It's very difficult to track. So there's no evidence. And secondly, in Taiwan, we have the freedom. Everyone has the freedom to criticize the government. So if the context is not illegal, it didn't mentions about killing someone, or it didn't mentions about threatens like personal security issues, all the contexts are fine. So for the government right now, there is no regulations they can regulate this kind of disinformation, unfortunately. And for NGO workers, we can only provide reports, and hoping that there will be more people will see the reports. And we also have done interview with some professors in universities, and they say they also trying to raise the awareness of their students. They are also trying to raise the awareness of the students by sharing it in the class. But still, they see there are more and more students are using TikToks. Even their college students, they love TikToks, and they also start to use the vocabularies from China, because Taiwan and China, we both speak Mandarin, but the vocabularies and the dialogues are actually different. So people start to mixing together of the vocabularies of Taiwan's vocabulary and China's vocabularies. Yeah.
Oh, this is very interesting detail. And when we talk about channels of distribution like Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Line, what would you say about the most popular social media that are used by China to promote FIMI, and how is it affecting people locally?
I think for now, still, Facebook is the most popular platform for political discussion in Taiwan, and the users of Facebook are usually older. So China definitely they have Facebook for a long while as the main platform to promote their political ideas. And secondly, TikTok might be the second largest platform that China promote their political ideas, because the TikTok in Taiwan, it has a different system because Taiwan is a very special place for China. So they have a different strategy and different system to manipulate the information on TikTok in Taiwan. As we can see that whenever there's elections coming or when there are American politicians coming to Taiwan, they will start to have some videos on TikTok attacking the US and also attacking Taiwan's government. So it's very obvious that TikTok is it has a very strong political purpose to operate it in Taiwan, but our young people are not so aware about it.
It's very interesting. And if we talk about presidential elections, what the last presidential elections have taught you about FIMI, about Chinese interference, and what to expect next at the next elections? What do you think?
I think the next, you mean the next actions from PRC or the next actions from Taiwan's side?
The next actions from PRC.
The next actions from PRC, actually, they are doing it right now. They are attacking our drones industry because in the recent months, there are huge debates about the budget of our national security industry. And we can see a lot of social media posts are attacking the drones industry and the budget, national security budget. So we don't have direct evidence, but we know why it happens this way because the Chinese government are afraid of Taiwan developing our drone industry or have more international cooperations with other countries. So they are huge debates, and the budget was cut because of we have more pro-China parliament members in the government right now, and also a lot of people, a lot of citizens are supporting the budget cut of the national security. So yeah, it was an unfortunate outcome of the debate, and we can see how China's or PRC's propaganda are helping it.
And when we talk about elections, what kind of interference there in terms of elections, except for budget discussions? Maybe there is more meddling with people on political side, or is it? You already said that they are supporting pro-Chinese parties, but maybe there are also other tactics that can be used during the elections.
Mostly during the elections, we see the on the candidates, like because in Taiwan's culture, we cares a lot about politicians' personal life. So they will focus on attacking the personal life, or also just spreading informations about how much budget they wasted. But they don't talk about they don't talk about how the government used the budget. They just list the amount and say, see, this is how much the government wasted our tax. So we can see there are a lot of video or social media posts just talk about just talk about the consequences. They don't talk about the reasons. They just talk about the results, and they will direct the audience to the directions they want, but they don't explain what is happening in the between. They just tell them, just believe in me. This is real, and the government of Taiwan is so bad. They are not trustworthy, and many people will say, "Oh, maybe Chinese government is more trustworthy." So this is the situation we see during the elections. And last year we also have recall movement, against those pro-China politicians. Like people has a recall movement, organize a recall movement, and try to pull down those pro-China politicians in the parliament. And it was not an elections, but it was a political movement. So during the time, we can also see a lot of videos are attacking those like activists or journalists or supporters. Yeah, so I think what PRC is trying to do right now is trying to create conflicts in our society and make people distrust with each others. and they they don't have to do much actually. They just have to create some fake stories and buy some PR companies here, and they can reach out a lot of people to believe in the narratives.
This is very interesting. And what about the resilience? So what can Taiwan do to withstand all these FIMI attacks and to fight them effectively?
Raise the awareness of people, especially the young people. We have to start the media literacy education as early as possible. Because right now in Taiwan, our social media platforms has a lot of debates about the regulations, and basically there's no regulations in Taiwan for social media posts. So we don't have total solutions for the situations, but we can create a report system and invite more people or volunteers to join about the report system. Like there are some researchers in Taiwan. They have a network, and they will share with each others about what kind of social media they see, or what kind of video they saw on YouTube or on TikTok. They will share with each others. And we also have fact check centers. There are NGOs in Taiwan, fact check center, or fact link, or Colfax. There are many civil organizations, and they are all doing voluntary works to publish reports or publish like social media posts to clarify the disinformations, and also they also organize events to try to help people to increase their awareness. I think it's just the steps looks very small, but better than nothing happened, because in like under this kind of situation, I don't think the government can do much. It really relies on the civil society to take the actions and to increase the awareness of people. Because right now, I would say Taiwanese society has an atmosphere of distrust about the government. So if the government start this kind of campaign, it looks very weird for people. So I think the civil organizations plays a better role in this scenario.
Thank you. And maybe the last piece of advice, what would you advise people in Taiwan to do to become more resilient towards FIMI, and how to become more aware of FIMI in Taiwan?
I think for Taiwanese or for people around, uh, the way to increase our awareness about FIMI is to be very careful about your information source. Be careful and selective of those social media accounts you follow. And second, try to build a network of sharing informations. Like you can ask the informations from people you trust instead of random social media accounts on the internet. You can share information with the people you trust or people you love. Have your own information networks. And the third, think twice before you share some information. Yeah.
Great, thank
These
you.
are
Thank you,
my three
Chiayo.
advice. Thank you. Thank you.
And this was a great podcast. To everyone who is listening us, if you have a question, please put it in the comment section or contact us directly, and we will ask speakers additional questions and record more. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, everyone.